Unit 2, the ferry. The Danshui ferry system was the largest gateway to northern Taiwan for Han immigrants. It played a large role in shipping as well. It would be hard to imagine all the hustle and bustle of the sailboats filing into the ferry terminal 200 years ago. When Taiwan was under Japanese control, Keelung took over Danshui as a major hub of sea transportation. But it wasn't until 1982 that the ferry system became truly obsolete when the Guandu Bridge was opened. The only remaining ferry transports are the ones between Danshui and Bali. These leisurely blue-hulled ships paint a pretty picture for those who like to watch them scuttle back and forth. In 2004, floating piers were erected and the so-called Blue Highway was opened to facilitate tourism and sightseeing. Nowadays, there's a fisherman's wharf and many other attractions with modern style for tourists and sightseers. Dialogue.
It takes only 35 minutes to reach Danshui. It's very convenient and there is lots of nice scenery to see along the way.
The Taipei metro system is getting more convenient and well connected. What an attraction for tourists. On holidays and weekends, Danshui is packed.
Besides Taipei Metro, there are other convenient ways to get to Danshui.
You can get to Danshui by either land or sea. However, the metro is the most convenient for people who don't drive. Opened to traffic in 1997, it was built on the foundation of the Japanese-built Danshui train line that ran from 1901 to 1988.
Could we also take a boat to Danshui?
Sure, since 2005, boats have been able to go from Dadaocheng in the historic section of Taipei City to Danshui, the Fisherman's Wharf, or even the estuary. There is also the Queen of the Great River cruise, which uses a ship that is designed to look like an old American steamboat, which will take you on a sightseeing tour of the Danshui River.
It seems like a lot of people live in Danshui, and many of them are young.
Danshui has an official registered population of around 150,000. The reality is that there's often more than that. The 5 universities there add a large floating population. Being near Taipei and having convenient transportation and low housing prices make it a top choice for young couples.
Do a lot of people visit Danshui?
Yes, the scenic spots alone attract up to 5 million people per year. Since the ancient times, Danshui has been renowned for tourism, and the sunset at Danshui is one of the 8 sceneries of Taiwan. Sunset at Danshui. Danshui, located at the junction of the river and the mountain, has a spectacular sunset that reflects beautifully on the water. It has inspired poets, painters, and photographers. Especially in the crisp autumn, the rays of the evening sunlight flooded into town and cast itself on all passers-by. The wanderers at Danshui, let's enjoy the party freely and widely. Liquor up, cheer up, buttons up. Our hand organ and guitar are not our self-amusing, but they are our livelihood. I get lovesick every time I think of the one I love. Alcohol loosens me up and lifts my spirits up. Let bygones be bygones. Save a place in your heart for your loved one. Start a brand new life in a place far from home. It's not superficial brilliance, but poverty that motivates us. Whether the weather is good or bad, we will sing nostalgic love songs. Tears and laughter, separation and reunion are part of life, just as the moon has different faces. That's the day. Focus on the present. Let's chant and dance. Thus enjoy the party freely and widely. Liquor up, cheer up, buttons up. The Danshui ferry system. The Danshui ferry system was the main gateway to northern Taiwan in ancient times. There, sails could constantly be seen traveling to and fro. The modern piers were completed in July 2004. These floating piers facilitate tour boats and boost the flow of traffic. Boats travel around scenic spots such as the Fisherman's Wharf and Bali, broadening recreation opportunities and making sightseeing of the land along the river possible. In the evening, light from the setting sun floods the river and Guanyin Mountain, lending the background a quality not unlike a landscape painting. The Guandu Bridge can be seen in the distance when taking the ferry down the Danshui River. The river glitters with a golden color at nightfall and reflects the moonlight at night. It is soothing indeed. Blue Highway. Waterway transportation. The purpose of the Blue Highway is to develop tourism and river transport on the Danshui and Keelung rivers. Since the opening to traffic, 8 inland ship routes have been established and passenger capacity has increased to over 1 million. The guided tours are rich in history and ecology. The North Taiwan Blue Highway and North Coast Blue Highway have greatly increased tourism, and the area offers comprehensive leisure activities. Japanese language guided tours have been arranged with the hope of increasing tourism from Japan. A direct route to Fuzhou in China is also planned to encourage tourists from the mainland.